Just tried to go on Insta and go live. Wouldn't let me. Fucking dirtbags. Somebody must have complained. Somebody got their pussy hurt. And being the bad guy. Somebody got their feelings hurt. So I can't go live. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Next one. So, I'm gonna start a little fire, have a little lunch, and see if this works. I'm gonna go old fashioned too. We're gonna go flint and steel. I'm not doing a ferro rod today. Ah, that's cool. Kind of looks like an antler. So I'm on top of this big old rock. On top of a rock. That's where I decided to set up lunch. And that's what I'm having for lunch. And that'll look delicious. And you just clean the meat from the bones off a venison leg. Brought a little lunch, supper last night. I got this guy too. He's kind of neat looking. He's like moldy. Just looks neat. I like him. And then I finally got a skull, man. Finally. I was so stoked to get it too. I was like, oh man, this is fucking rad. I carefully pull it out of my pocket. Because that nose I could break in a second. This side, you can see the left side right here. Right here. It's already down a little bit lower. The shields just kind of come out. They're just like little shields. Right here they go. They just slide out and slide back in. It's all good. Wow, the teeth are great. They're all there. Every single one of them. Which I'm thoroughly stoked about. It's absolutely badass. I don't care. It's a doe, man. I got a skull. That's all I care about. And that thing's savage looking. It's gonna be so much fun to go home and clean. Almost looks fake. I assure you, it is not. But yeah, got a skull, man. Stoked. Absolutely stoked. So I'll put that bad Larry right there while I collect just a bit more kindling. Actually, why don't I set you guys up while I collect the rest of this kindling? Fire this up. Get a little fire. Make a coffee. I brought a bit of meat out. I got one batch that's ready. I got one that's still cooking. We'll see what's up with that. Oh, that's a bit wet. That's not. Those guys are kind of wet. find some type of tinder. There's no old man's beard out here, so I think I'm gonna have to use pine needles. I gotta find really, really, really dry ones though. Really dry ones. Yeah, that's a bit damp. I can't throw that on there. No good. No good. No good. Oh, that's good and dry. Yeah, buddy. Definitely not a shortage of pine needles around here. This is like Conifer Island. I kid you not. They have more conifers. Blue spruce, red pine, white pine. Around here than anywhere around here. It's nutty. This is like a really kick-ass little forest. So I think I told you guys I make my own chalk cloth. Beantown Bushcraft chalk cloth. I'm not even being biased, not being that guy like, come buy my shit, because buy it or don't buy it, I really don't care. It's gonna sell more than it already has. It's been a family secret and recipe that I just got hip to maybe 10 years ago. That's been handed down throughout I just lost my grandmother, COVID, July 21, so it's kind of still on my mind. She was a huge part of my life. Very sweet, wonderful lady. Anyways, before she passed away, about a month before she passed away, she was talking to me about it. And I knew about it a little bit, but she goes, you know where that chalk cloth comes from, don't you? I was like, no. So, back in the 1700s, like, our family history goes back that far in... Oh, you know what? I didn't bring my chalk cloth. Damn it. It's okay. I still have flint and steel. Shit. That's what I forgot. It was my fire kit. That's what I got. I'm gonna have to make it work. I do have fat wood, so it's no big deal. 1700s is where this family secret goes back to. And it's absolutely mind-boggling that it goes back that far. I'm like, are you serious? She's like, yep, it goes back to freaking colonial days. It goes back to pilgrim days. I'm like, wow. I was like, that is so neat. And, yep, she explained to me where it came from, who made it in our family, who started making it, and, like, he was the most popular guy. He wasn't a blacksmith or anything, but he was the most popular guy in the village. at the time, because his char cloth was better than anybody else's. So this is one I found on Wednesday when I came out, and it is just slick as snot. I've been sanding it, and I'm gonna work it a little bit more before I chow, but yeah, I don't know if you can catch that in the foreground, but you know what, I just grabbed birch here, so let's use up this birch. Tap into that possum mentality, guys. Or I tap into my nice dry stuff I have there. This is the good stuff. I know it's in a gentleman's jack container. This is Murph's Mead, and it's freaking outstanding. I just back sweetened it about 3 days ago, so it's sitting at somewhere 7 or 8%. It's not lethal. The batch I got going now, cooking now, is like 16%, but it's gonna die down. So we'll wind up rounding off at probably, it's heavenly smell, even better taste. Probably round off at about 12 to 13, maybe 15% if I'm lucky. The new stuff, but this is fairly weak. Boy, it tastes nice. It is. Good stuff. Alright, so we are gonna need what out of here? Fatwood. So just do one chunk. I love seeing people put like 3 or 4 chunks of fatwood just to get a fire going. Like, bro, you don't need to. Guy, it's not necessary, guy. This is what we got for lunch. So it was pork belly I made last night, out fucking standing, with rice and a couple other things, kielbasa in there, onions, poblano peppers, and of course my favorite, green Tabasco. So that's what we're having for lunch. Let me strip up this birch bark, and I like, pardon me, ripping it into strips. I just think it goes up better rather than crumpling it up or wrinkling it all up. Cut it in little strips, fairly thin ones, and put that right inside. You can see I didn't set that down on the wet ground. I set it down on the pine needles. Birch bark, char cloth, big time, will take up moisture like you read about, so try not to set that stuff on the ground. Even though the ground's not soaking wet, it's still residually wet. It still has dampness in it from 3 days ago. 3 days ago, because it was Tuesday. I believe today is Friday. So I found this stone, I found this rock, and about 5 others like it. Nobody can tell me what it is. I've heard it's a CH word, chirite. I heard it's agate, I heard it's jasper. It's not jasper, it's not an agate. I've looked it up on a rock finder thing. I cannot figure it out to save my life what this is. But I'll tell you what, I bought some Georgetown blue from a fella off of Etsy. Outstanding stuff, great company. It doesn't spark as good as this. I kid you not. This stuff is outstanding. So, I need some fatwood here. Try to shoot it right in the middle. You should honestly do this scraping pot, for like 5 solid minutes. Just to get, as soon as that sparks the fatwood in the birch bark, you want to give yourself as good a chance as you possibly can. You don't want to shoot yourself in the foot and go, oh man, as soon as you, there's a thumb rule. People say, as soon as you think you have enough, carve like, scrape like 20 seconds, another minute longer. Just, there's never too little fatwood shavings, and this is kind of ideal conditions. Imagine doing this in raining, snowing, fucking foggy, torrential downpours, like non-pristine conditions. Man, that's really gonna suck. Really, really, really gonna suck. So anybody can do this in the comfort of their living room. You gotta practice it out in the field to get proficient and efficient with it. And I love ferro rods. I've been hooked on them. I mean, I sell them on my store. Antler handle ones, engraved, super nice. But man, I love primitive shit like flint and steel. I think that's where it's at, just because it's difficult. I like to challenge myself. If it's too easy, I don't want it. That goes for everything. Food. Like, I'm not going to shoot a deer that's just squared off to me looking at me with a bow and arrow. I don't use rifles. I'm an archer. So, women, if a girl's not putting up a chase, I don't want her. She just throws it at me. Like, give me a fight. I wanna pursue you. What else? And like money. Who just wants money thrown at them? Like, yeah, no, I get it. But like, dude, working for it feels so much more gratifying. It just feels better. So we're kind of programmed to, in a good way, to like a challenge. At least alphas. I don't know about that beta soy boy shit. But alpha males like a challenge. We like it when something's difficult that we can overcome. Because it feels so much more gratifying after. It's like, oh, hell yeah, dude, I succeeded. I pushed through when I didn't think I could. God, that's so amber. I don't know what this is looking like on film, but oh, it's too close, too far away. But the amberness in here is just beautiful. Yeah, it's a pretty good little fatwood holder. And it helps to have a sharp spine of your blade. That 90 is terribly important. I grind it every, at least once a month, just quickly with a file. Hit it with a file real quick, just to make sure that 90 is still sharp as anything. So once this fatwood kicks off, I'm going to actually throw, once I get my tinder bundle engulfed, I'm going to throw the fatwood right on top of here just to give myself the best chance possible of getting this fire going. And you're probably wondering, Murph, you have a Rubbermaid. How the hell are you going to heat your food, dude? My coffee cup. So, that's it. I'm gonna pop it in the flames. I was thinking of bringing my bush pot. I didn't think that was necessary. I literally brought a haversack out here. I didn't want to lug a bunch of crap. That's it. It's the only thing I brought out. No rucksack. Nothing crazy. It's just a little day hike, man. A nature walk. I started late. I didn't wrap up my day till, oh God, I don't know. I don't even know what time it is now. But as soon as I wrapped up, I shot right out to go home, shot out to the woods. I probably won't even wind up using all this wood, I don't know. I'd rather have it, not need it. Need it, not have it. Know what I mean, Vern? Okay. Let's rock out. Probably gonna take a couple, but I don't mind. Let's That's what's fun about flint and steel. Not having shot cloth puts me off a little bit. Like, dang it. Let's see if I can do what I do with shot cloth with birch bark. Yeah, I knew I was forgetting something. Like, son of a gun. So I got here and I'm flapping my gums to you. Obviously, I was rushed leaving the house. I was like, shit. Let's just go. So, if I rip up the ends of these just to fray them, it'll give me more surface area since I don't have chalk cloth. Hopefully this will work. I did not anticipate this. And that's cool because expect the unexpected when you're out in the woods, man. Nothing ever happens the way you want it to. Don't want to quit yet, but I may have to use the ferro rod. I'd rather not. But without having shot cloth, it's awful hard to transfer this flame to fat wood or birch bark without a little bit of a helping hand, hence the char. We will see. Time will tell. I don't want to give up just yet. I don't like quitting. I'm not a quitter. Quitters never win and winners never quit. But I am smart enough to know when I'm licked, so I won't beat a dead horse. If it was an emergency situation, I already would have had the fat wood out. I mean the ferro rod out. But just kind of mucking around here. Alright. Ferro rod time. Next time I won't be such an idiot flying home, hustling to get ready. I'll be on it. My fault, guys, my fault. At least I didn't leave everything. Like, oh no, I don't even have the means to start a fire. Like, you idiot, you're going out in the woods, you're bringing lunch. Who would do that? That would just be bad business. And also in here, I have a helping hand. I put in these just fat wood shavings to help. So I don't have, if I'm in an emergency situation, I have them. So I don't have to sit here and scrape fat wood stick for, a half hour like I did. I was just demonstrating. One strike. Looks like it's gonna take off. Yeah. I didn't even strike it that hard, as you guys can see. It's all about a good ferro rod and a good striker. It's kind of imperative. Oh, that's a nice dry piece. So all under this rock, the reason I started a fire here is because it's It's kind of dry out today. I didn't want to risk this fire creeping anywhere and burning down my foresty area. Foresty? What's wrong with my foresty area? So I built it up on this rock and cut a ring around all the moss with my fingers to make sure that that didn't happen, and that won't happen. Hey, Crow. Hey, Raven. I hear ya. Alright, I'm just having a little lunch. Not burning down your place. Alright, I'll wait for the flames to crawl through the top of that. Break the plane, basically, of the wood, and then I'll add more. And I fibbed. I didn't use those 2 pieces of fat wood. I said I was gonna, I didn't. I just used the chunks and the scrapings. Alright, I don't want to be a liar, so I'll add 1. Hopefully you guys can see that. The camera's not getting too smoked out.